welcome back to another episode of Timberborn. Let's see, finishing up on this, doing our blueberries. Everything's looking pretty good. We're gonna play it and fast forward. Almost got this completed. Let's go ahead and delete that. Get rid of that right there. And that. Okay. Really need to get these guys going. The chestnut and pines. Oh no, sorry, the pines and the maples. Thinking if I could move this out of this area, and I could plant chestnuts, which are a decent food source. Pretty sure the gatherer also gathers chestnuts. Nope, okay, he does not. Oh, it's right, it's one of the gatherer gathers chestnuts, that's right. Going to delete this. Put a lumber here. I prioritize that to get that built. Hopefully that works. So I want to get all of that. All of that done. Okay. I want to get these guys moved out of this area too. TNT, looking at 26 TNT. I could theoretically start trying to TNT this down. Huh. Let's see. Nope, I want landscaping. There it is. Two there, we'll put two here. And that should be good for that. And then it's just a game of pathways. We go across. I can destroy these ones after. Okay, all of that should be within range now. And then they'll just get to that as they get to it. I would hope. Okay, that's the builder hut there, and then that's the builder hut here. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I have two builder huts. Don't have any beavers for that. But I do have a bunch in here. Okay, 2.6, 1.2. Let me think. Honestly, I really need to increase food supplies. back to landscaping if I did this. Yeah, like that. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. What do I have as the priority? I have nothing as a priority, so let's prioritize these. And then that. So metal's probably what I'm low on, and now that I think about it, I think it's because I don't have anything holding metal. Yeah, I only have. So I need to put some storage out. And no, it's this one, isn't it? Yeah, it is this one. I already have some of these somewhere. Yeah, they're right there. That's right. And let's put metal blocks. And put another one here. And put scrap blocks. How are we looking over here? Pretty good. You have nothing to do because of that, but you're looking pretty good. What are we requiring for you? 20, 40, and 20 again. So I could do this. Yeah, I could definitely do this if I wanted to. Place one here, I think. Issue being is the 5 and 600 after that. So I'm unsure if I place one here, whether or not that one will connect. Yes, okay, so that'll connect there. But not way over there. Okay, so then I need the tall zip line. Probably place it here, which should work out fine. Place it here, and then so on and so forth up to this. Just need double what I have currently. Yeah, none of you guys have anything to do right now. I understand that. Could really flood that if I wanted to. Not that I really want to. Set both of these to high priority and set these to a slightly less priority. There it is, yeah. So set those to slightly less priority so that way it'll start on that. Honestly, I think I'll build a secondary builder's hut. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do another builder's hut. Set that to high priority. Which will be sucking... I thought it'd be sucking some of those out, but apparently not. Only 2 of them. Yeah, looks like we had a couple people dying from old age and whatnot. Yeah, I can't really actually build you guys yet, so let's not really make that a priority. Well, I probably could, but... Okay. Well... I hope that... at the very least, this works in the sense that I have set it up to do. Okay, close below contamination 1%. So as soon as the water goes below the contamination of 1%, it closes. Same for that. And then these, that's a platform, not a... Okay, close above downstream depth. No, I don't need that. Close above contamination 1%. Yes. Yeah, so as soon as this hits 1%, it'll close. All these will close, and these will open, which should divert the bad tide. I just hope that I gave it enough space to go through. Because if I didn't, it's going to overflow, which I expected that a little bit, which is why I am capping it off. Yeah. If I prioritize these. See if I can get that side done first, at least. This, might not be great. Yeah, that might not be great at all. I see a bad water incident in my future. That's built, which is at least a singular one. Of course, eventually what I'll do is I'll also get a bunch of TNT in here. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I could start that now if I wanted to. Let's see. Back to landscaping, dynamite. Honestly, the 3-tier dynamite would be the best, but... Yeah, just like that. We'll just see where it goes from there. What I have to do. Honestly, if I just did this, and then I did stairs downwards, I should also cover that, and then I just have to layer 2 more right here. But I'll bring that depth down just a tiny bit more, which should increase my water capacity, and yeah. And would you look at that? That is completely done. So, completely done. All that looks good. All that's good. Okay, so let's raise that. Just maybe. As long as this doesn't go catastrophic. Huh. Okay, well, turned out a lot better than I expected it to. Great. There. I'd say, why is the water flowing like that? And the reason water is flowing like that is because I didn't have them all set to automatic. Okay, so it's you're set to automatic, you're set to automatic. Okay, everything is set to automatic now, so it should open and close automatically. That was just a small mess up, which is fine. Only a little bit of poo water got in. Okay. So this one's looking pretty good too. Looking pretty good. Just gonna do the paths. Get rid of all that. Don't want you guys regrowing at any point. Okay. That is coming along very nicely, though. Which means that even if at some point it didn't work like it should, if it became pressurized, it would be fine. It's gonna have a bunch of poo water in it. Just gonna slowly lower these. Just try to get rid of as much of this poo water as I possibly can. There we go. It should be good. It'll flow this way and then flow out. Oh yeah, that was from the last situation that we had, not from this one. I forgot there was trees here. What are we looking at here? What else are we doing? They still haven't pulled any of this up, and I would like for them to pull that up. There's a reason they haven't yet. It's probably because I've not made it a priority. Really would like for you guys to make that a priority. Yeah, neither of those will reach that, so I don't want to take that away. I think about it, I could also do a landscaping, dynamites, do a TNT right there. There we go. Yes. Pull it all out. Get rid of it all. And then while you're at it, pull this up. Yes. Good gentlemen. Food. Gathering flag. Set this to a priority. And you're fired! Ah, that poor beaver. It probably didn't deserve that, but that's okay. Now. Let me see here. Food-wise. Carrots. Carrots is really what I need. Carrots. Plant crops. Yeah, right there, okay. And boop. Maybe once I get all this TNT'd, I will move these guys over to this side and do a separate one. Yeah, but that should be more carrots going in. This is really coming along right here. Really need you guys to drink. It's just me or that guy look a little pale. Oh, okay. Let me see. Get rid of you guys like that. I went for you to pull this up and these up. I wish for them to become a high priority to be pulled. And, because I like you guys. That's right, can't put that there. I'll set that to high priority. Get this built and get down here. Set that at 0.9. I do have a little bit more water I need to flush out here. I didn't say that. Okay, that should be good. I'm not concerned about that. Good. Proud of you. Oh, okay. Flooded buildings. That should fix itself here in a second. Okay, yeah, I knew about that. I'm gonna pause that so building needs what? Yeah, okay, yeah, so I know everything that's going on over there. Yes, and I appreciate you for the hard work that you did. So let's just decrease that a little bit. Don't we accidentally destroy something we actually want to keep. Okay. And I will reconnect. There it is. Yes, excellent, excellent. Then over here, I am going to raise you and raise you, which will start the process of raising this. And now that all this is done, I really don't need this anymore. So what I can do is I can just destroy that. Which will then cause this to raise up. And then as soon as this raises up, it'll start pushing the water back that way. Now this should work the way I have it designed. And it looks like it's going to. Yeah, okay. I'm just getting a little concerned with the fact that this technically is a little higher. I wasn't sure if it would, like, soak out through here. But it didn't, so we're good. Actually, I want to... Yeah, I think this is just a tad too high, which is perfectly fine. I don't need it to be any higher than that. Okay, and I can click on these, and I would like for it to go to spill out at 1.9. Which has indeed flooded this entire area. Excellent. It is causing a mild amount of flooding on the back end, though. Let's go ahead and lower that back down to like 1.8. And water has gotten through. Okay, there we go. There it is. Clearing up that water a little bit. Trying to find. It turns out that what we had it set to originally was the best number for it to not cause flooding. Huh. Yeah. Large amount of flooding. It's even flooding over the top over there. Well, that's not what I want. Why? Oh, that's why. That's right. I forgot about that. Let's sink you in with the rest of them. I had forgotten I had done that. Okay. With that, though, I can... It's even starting to cause floods down here. I will eventually get this set up correctly. And I think that's it. Landscaping, TNT. There we are. Then we have this over here done. Yep, and that is done. fully capped off, so if this turns to bad tide, all these will activate and it'll push it out. And if it does become too much at any point, it's pressurized. It can't go out anywhere else. Okay, water's good. Food is trickling down slightly. And I would like to remedy that. I kind of am. It's definitely got food going here. Yeah, we definitely got it going. Let me deactivate water real quick. Yep, okay, good. Good. They got that done. Good. They're definitely hauling at that, aren't they? I'm gonna run out of explosives before long. I'm gonna go ahead and pause one of these buildings. I think one is good for now. If I ever need more, I'll turn it back on. Let's see, what can I do next? I am thinking... Could try to get this going. Yeah. Send over 5 beavers is what I would have to do. I have 5 beavers to spare. I have 4 to spare. So sending over 5 wouldn't be too big of a deal. You don't have a... No, you do. You're just, for some reason, you're not working. I say, why aren't you at your job post? Literally classic. And where are you at? Oh, I'm on break. You've been on break for an hour. I could eventually raise these levels up and increase the water, but I probably won't. Yeah, I probably won't do that. Yeah, that's fine. Let me see. Well-being. No, decoration. No decoration. Here we go. So a bench is a 1 slot, huh? See, the bush has got it where it's got a thing. As does the lantern. There are rooftops. And beaver statues. So I think what I'll do is I'll do structures, platforms, and I'll do single platforms here and here. And I'll do a double platform here, 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 here. Something like that. And triple platforms here and here. And then go up to the well-being selection, and I'm going to do, not well-being, decorations. I'm going to do the shrubs. 1, 2, 3, 4 shrubs. Put the lanterns there. Scarecrow. Scarecrow. Beaver statue. Hedge. Maybe. The good news is that as they start building on these, this will help increase their happiness. Maybe I'll go off over here a little bit and build more of a relaxation area. what do I wish to put there? I'm gonna put more lamps there. The direction I wish that to face. Lamps. There it is. Okay. That should increase them, because literally every beaver sleeps here. So as, not every beaver, there will be beavers over there, but that'll be a different district. Literally as they come out, they go through the area where the shrubs are at, and that means they will always get that buff for happiness. Huh. Or I could build some of the stuff down here. That's a thought. Let me see. Well-being beds. Let's... Yeah, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we're gonna go path. And then that was the medical beds. Let's go contemplation spots. Can I not get them up here? Hello? That's odd. Oh, I think it's got a fire. That's why it won't let me do that. Okay. Decoration is hammock, 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 hammock. Pathways, pathways. Hammock, 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 hammock. Bench, bench, hedge. And then if I want to, I can spread off from there and add more stuff later. Uh, 1.2, 2.5. Yeah, we should be good on that end. I'm not worried about that. Carrots keep going down, though. Figured with the assortment of other foods that they would love to get something other than carrots, but apparently not. That apparently is not a thing they are interested in doing. Huh. What else would I like to do? I would like to potentially TNT some more of this down. Something like that. What if I did... No, stairs, yeah, stairs. And I want to go up here. Because I also wish to TNT that. And then if I set these to a high priority, they should get over here and build these first. And I can TNT this down, and then potentially one more level down behind that. You know, if it wasn't for the fact that I already got so much TNT pin over here. Really need to get something better set up for the water. Yeah, I could do that over here. It's definitely an option. I could place it somewhere over here, maybe. This ability isn't connected to any districts via path. What? How? See that right there? That's how. That's why they're not connected to anything via a path. Because I have it facing this direction, and yeah, they can't go through that. But they built it. I was like, how'd you guys build that if you couldn't get to it? From above, I guess? You guys able to get up there? I guess. Oh, okay. Let's... I think an easy fix will be just to... Not that. That. And then... Yeah. That'll be the best bet. There we go. Okay. Lacks material. That's a lot. Lacks water, lacks filter. Our people. Okay, yeah, I know those things don't have people in them. I'm aware of that. And there's our drought started. Should be good on food and water. Not something I'm really concerned about. I do have a lot of food. It's just for some reason they're really into carrots. I think about eventually putting caps on these, just so I can stop them if I really want to. Still a lot of wood up here. And they got some TNT put in. And they got those stairs done. It's all looking pretty good. I think this here, either moving it or potentially getting more power towards it should be my main concern. Maybe. Thinking about right here might not be a bad idea. Then again, it's currently in a drought, so we don't have anything like that. So what to do? Migrate population, and I'm going to there are 4 of you and 1 baby. And they should come. Yep, they should be coming through here soon. Ew. That is something I hadn't really thought of. You should have 1. You should be 1 person. You should be 1. I don't think I really have space for a baby here. Yeah, you. Shit. You go that way, and then you send another adult. Maybe this isn't the best time to do this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna send everyone back, and then what the plan will be is gonna be not in the drought, because the drought's gonna the drought's just bad. I'll wait on doing that to whenever we don't have a drought on our hands. But I will get this part set up. If I do ladders, yeah. Then if I do a singular platform, actually, if let's go back just a hair on the singular platform, and then my bridges, suspension bridges, because that's what I want. Definitely get me across, but if I do you, and I do you, okay, let me do this one. Get set up all the way across. And And let me go to landscaping. If I do dams are pretty well auto-regulated. That's probably my best bet anyway. Then stairs again. Maybe not. Because of that, yeah. Okay, what if I do this? And that. It has to be there or further to the right. I can't do it anymore. But I can't get off of that once I put it over there because of that. Yeah. So while this would be great, I can't get off of the area unless I did that. That's an idea. Let's use that for the first time. Me landscaping TNT. How much is the tunneling? 2K? But then I could just tunnel through it rather instead, which would be interesting. Okay, I guess that's what I'm doing. 2K. Well, what else was I needing? Point-wise. I have completely forgotten. I was doing something, and then one of these things, decorations. 5, 2, 6. Nope, none of that. How about well-being, huh? 1, 253, 4. No, that wasn't either. Definitely wasn't any of the monuments. I don't think it was science or power. That's not it. Wasn't water. Wasn't the housing. Okay. Builders at Hunting Post, District Center. So I put one of these, possibly? No, those are pretty cheap. I don't think it was that. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. Tunnels, yeah. Small bridges, no. Was that 1.8K? Was it the suspension bridge? I think it was. Well, for the life of me, I cannot figure out what else I was attempting to buy a while back. What are you waiting on? Paper? Oh, I don't have paper. That would make a lot of sense. Okay, 3 more days on that. Ooh, we are getting low on water. Go ahead and let them pump a little bit. That should be fine. Oh, I never turned that back on. Yeah, droughts aren't the greatest. Better than bad tides, but they're getting kind of long. And I didn't really look to see how long that one was before we got this far into it. Hopefully, though, we have enough to sustain us throughout this. Awesome, awesome. We're getting there. We're getting there with the TNT, which is really good. Once I get this, I can get a district center up here, and I can start possibly getting a population really going. Definitely won't be easy, but it should be the hardest thing I've ever done. Some teaching, and then, you know, basic stuff. And then once I get that set up, I just have to cut it off, put a small gate or a large one for district crossing, and then go from there. Is anyone working over there? Yeah, there is someone working over there. Let's pause that. I don't need anyone working on this. That's not something I need anyone working. Oh, I forgot about that. There's a bunch in there, isn't there? Yeah, there's a bunch in there. Let me just wrong one. There it is. Just get rid of that. Okay, there we go. We're getting some more water back in. Or at least sustaining ourselves, I think. Yeah, we got a while to go before we... Pumpers can't go anymore. They're not even halfway through what they can pump. .9 days left. How are we looking over here? Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, that wind's very helpful, I'll say that much. Not as helpful as getting other things that could help with it, though. Could move it over here. Maybe over here somewhere. Oh, and we no longer have water over here. Well, that's a bit surprising. I guess that's from the, And here we go. Let's get some more water back in. Yep, everything's dying. Okay, almost there. There it is. Okay. I really want to donate all that together. Okay. Well, that last couple are right there at it. That one's already... I think they've already all got the explosions. It's just a matter of getting them built. Oh, one more. There's my guy. There. Let's say, I'm not sure how detonating that caused that to go green, but okay. Nice, nice. Then once I get that done, I can TNT all of this. Or at least a small segment of this. To get it down to this level with all these. Sorry, they're building it from the bottom. Okay. I'll leave you guys be for a bit. Why is that flooding the way it is? Yeah. New goal. We got 12. I'm going to bring this down to 7, I think. There it is, yeah. Okay. Now, since this place has water, let's send over 5 beavers. For the greater good, gentlemen. For the greater good. I want so you as the high priority, and I want you as a high priority. The rest of you guys, you are not as a high of a priority. Yeah. And then here is a real question. I don't have anything to build this. I really don't need to be that far over there. If I did this, built it here, and I deleted this, and that, connected the path, which then should have that connected, and I set this is a priority. Which in that other district should then come build it. There it is, yeah. And then they'll have that, and I can reconnect here, reconnect over here. Yeah, that should work. Okay, then they got their water. Excellent. Let me build a second one. Set that to a priority, that way he builds this first. Now that I'm thinking about that, that was planks. I've got none over here that is planks. How'd you guys manage that one? Actually, what I think I'll do, I'm gonna connect it here, and then disconnect it here, and let me think. Pause that for right now. If I destroy this, then it gets rid of that. If I get rid of this, it's still connected via district. And then if I did not that, let me delete this. Delete a couple of these actually. I deleted that. And then I did platforms. And then stairs. Nope, hang on, let me delete the stairs from here. Because I'm going to need one more platform and then stairs. And then I could do this. And this. Which then will get my guys to hopefully come over and around and build all of this stuff for them. Because I don't have anything for lumber yet, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Definitely not cheesing anything by doing this. Just want this to remain with water. You're just gonna ignore that that exists. Thing is, in my opinion, perpetually flooded and therefore unnecessary. If I could potentially get this capped off eventually, that means that I could drain this up so it no longer has dry water, or then it has bad water, and then potentially I could build a dam here, which causes this water to flow up, over, and around to in here, which then could come down into this. So this would fill up with clean water, and then this would fill up with clean water, and then it would come out, and I could also set it where it doesn't really, only a little bit flows outward. Or, yeah, so a little bit flows outward. Yeah, it's an idea. Okay. That is looking really good. You gotta make these, because these are ready now. Put some pathways up here, just so that they make sure they can get all to all this. I did not set this to a priority, though, which probably means they're still down here building this. Yeah. Yeah, they switched over to that. So we set this to high priority. Just like that. And then I will attempt to detonate this, which then clears up a lot of space here, and I could probably get something up here built for food. That's an option, I'm sure. So over here will be the wood. Of course, I'll have to TNT all that as well. Not sure if they're going to inherit this water station as their own water station, or if I'm going to build another water station over on the other end for them and then have the district crossing here. Because I could move these guys, their water stations here, maybe? It's always a possibility. Do I really need to even get over here? Not really. We just delete this. I do like that that exists. And it is my way across. So I will probably leave it as this is currently. What if I did that? Could put a little dam right here and allow this to flood it slightly, just to allow for some water to be there. Definite possibility. That's right, I had you guys pop. That's what it was. It's in structures. It was the dang zip line, and it was 500, not 5,000. Okay, so if I build this here, and then I put it another one up here. Okay, they're not connected, but if I put one here, they will be connected there. Small issue being is I can't get up to that. The rest of it, though, okay. Now then, let's look at this real quick. Stairs, 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 more stairs, and then pathways. Let's set these to high priority. What is the requirement for these? Planks, gears, and metal blocks. Nice. I also want to get some stuff up here. If I did another one of those up here. Looks like I will have to go back into the lumbering jobs. Set this to high priority real quick to get that built, and then I'm going to set much as I possibly can. Just to clear that area up. So much you get there and get to that job eventually, and I shouldn't be too concerned about it. How are you guys looking over here? Are you looking good? Okay, you guys... Yeah, you're good, good. You guys are bypassing that, and you guys are now harvesting food. I didn't give you an area to place your food, though. But really quickly, let me just clear you guys... Oh, okay, that would be considered going into their area. Gotcha. Gotcha. So we just do this then. And then storage, warehouse, small storage. And then I will put you as carrots. 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 And more carrots. Awesome. So they're already here. And that is also something I was needing. So for landscaping, TNT, how much was that? That was 2K, and that's something I needed. That was the 2K. Ah, man, I wish I wasn't so airheaded sometimes. Yeah, that's still looking pretty good on what we have going there. TNT is looking really well. Oh, cool. So we already have one of those built. Looks like they're going to have to build these stairways up to get this built. That one's almost built as well. That one's going to be a minute. I don't know what I would put for rules in here. So that's interesting that it lets me to do it. Odd, because I don't know why it would allow me to do it. But I think, guys, that is a good place to stop this episode. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.